What is up, guys? It's your girl Charlene FX back with another video. So in this video, when to buy, when to sell, how do you know which side of the market to really take, right? It's difficult because sometimes it depends on your style of trading. It all depends on the pair that you're trading at times. It depends on the session that you're trading. There's a lot of different like variables that come into play that really are going to dictate how you trade and whether or not you give yourself a good probability of winning the setup. Now, this was a trade that I took today on US 30 where I took some sell positions here right after market open. Now, let's talk about how I knew to take a sell here and why I'm taking a sell in an overall bullish market, right? First of all, I had my setup here to take a sell if the market broke below this area, and I had it to take a buy if it price broke above this area, which it did. Now, obviously, the buys would have been nice to grab it here, but the problem is this is market open at 9:30. So sometimes, you get that herky-jerky whiplash, and, you don't know if it's going to go up, you don't know if it's going to go down. You really kind of have to wait. It's best to just wait. Now, my best advice, guys, when you're not knowing when to buy or when to sell is to wait. Your best friend when you're trading is one thing, and that's patience. You will make so much more money being patient than you ever will rushing a setup or taking a setup that you're not entirely sure about. It's already nerve-wracking as it is to take setups and when you're not quite sure, but then when you take it and you're like you have no idea what's happening and you just see the market pushing up, so you just jump in for the buy, or you see it pushing down and you jump in for the sell, and you're just hoping to grab a move out of it. It's just not, you're basically gambling, right? You're just kind of throwing mud at a wall and hoping to see what sticks, and that's just not a good recipe for being a profitable trader. So it's going to always be best for you to really understand what it is you're looking at and what it is you're doing. Now, let's look at US 30 here, okay? It's not an easy pair. It's quite difficult actually to trade, but either way, it can be traded if you understand it, well enough. Your best friends are always going to be your higher time frames. Now, you always give yourself the best possibility of winning when you follow the higher time frames. Now, here, if we look at US 30 here, we'll see that US 30 was bullish. We were moving up here. We're moving up and moving up very nicely. Everything's been moving bullish for the last several weeks here, right? So naturally, it'd be best to look for buys, to look for the bullish trend, because that's going to give you the highest probability to win a trade. So that's always in the forefront of my mind. So when you're not knowing when to buy and when to sell, whether you're a scalper or a swing trader, you want to just look for the trend and then kind of try to fix your confirmations to match that bias, so that you kind of give yourself a little bit more confidence and more data to back up what it is you're looking at, to give you all the confidence you need to be able to take a trade. Okay, so being that we're looking at the market going bullish, okay, now I'm gonna look closer now, and I'm gonna say, okay, where are we in the market here? Even though we're bullish, we're pushing up, I need to, obviously, we want to buy low and sell high. So I'm looking for the market to make some sort of a low. So are we at a low? Yeah, technically we're at a low here. We're kind of retesting this previous low. So great, we're at a low sitting here. So naturally, hey, perfect, we're at a perfect area. So now at that point, I'm just going to drop down to my different time frames here and just try to get an idea of what's happening at this moment in time. Not going back where we gapped, actually, because today was Monday. Yesterday, Sunday, the market gapped over the weekend, so we had a nice little push up and a little gap in between. So basically, the market was pushing up here with this really, really nice bullish engulfing, which was nice. So I'm thinking, well, we were kind of in a short-term sell-off here. The market had already retested that low, and now we're trying to push up. Right now, everything is indicating buys. I really can't think about sells too much, because the overall trend is buys. We have a low right here, so we're at a low. The next thing would be to make a higher low, if anything. And then we have, we're taking it, big picture to smaller picture, and now we're looking at a bullish engulfing here. And then at that point, we're looking to see where is the next point that the market can react from. So you kind of want to think in like your thinking process, your thought process should be like in steps for what it is you're looking for, based off initially the trend that the market is going in. All right, so now I'm looking for confirmations that are going to tell me where I think the market is going to go. Now this morning, market open, I had my zone marked off here at this high here, and I'm thinking, okay, if we break this low, I'm going to take a sell down to support, and if we break the high, I'm going to look for buys. Now the problem is when the buys came into play, the market was too jumpy for me, so I decided to just wait. Now, why did I take a sell when the market was going bullish? I already said I was thinking buys, right? Okay, so this is how you know when to buy and when to sell. You take it from big picture, big structure, to small picture, small structure. Then once you analyze that structure, you bring it down to price action. And then you start looking at how the candles are forming and the characteristics of your pair. I know that US 30 loves to pull back. It's always going to pull back at some point. So if I know that price has pushed up above here, all I got to do is wait for my confirmations to look for that pullback. I know it's going to come eventually, right? Even if this candle were to shoot up all the way up here, that's fine. I would have let it go because at some point it has to pull back. Now, because a reason why I take the sell here is because I missed the buys. The buy setup was there, but the movement of that setup, I wasn't comfortable with it. So instead of jumping in and hoping for a win, I rather wait and give me more confirmation so I can take a better, more confident, higher probability trade so that I'm not in a trade that I'm not even really sure what the heck is going to happen. Okay. Now we drop down to the lower time frames here, and I'll go over this trade. And this was an agent session trade that I took also tonight, but I'll go over this one first. All right, so we pumped up here at 9:30, pop, 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 pop. And then once I saw that we made a high here, I started seeing rejections, okay? Rejection, this one little doji, next candle, let me open it a little bigger here. All right, next candle, doji, small, and then I saw this, okay? Once I saw this start forming here, I said once the candle breaks the previous candle's low, I'm gonna look to take that trade because we're not creating any more highs. Look at the wicks. The wicks are not creating higher highs, but they're breaking lows. All right, this one came down, this one tried to come down, and then this one closed heavy. So once I saw this candle start forming and I came down and then it whipped up a little bit, then it came back down. If this candle didn't break the high, I wasn't going to enter on that candle. I was going to wait on the next candle. But because it started pushing down hard and breaking these lows here, I'm like, oh, we have a bit of an engulfing here on the 5 minute. So now I feel comfortable. And 9:30 market open had passed. Now we had volume. Now I feel comfortable to jump into the move, grab it, and ride this baby all the way down. I think I took, let me see, go to close positions. So these is today's trade. This was at a 5 lock this morning. 42465 is what we got in at, and we closed at 42410. So 42465, 42465, 42465. So right here, yeah, right at this area here, we jumped in for the sell. And then we took it down to 410, which was right around here, right around that area there. And it pushed down a little more all the way down to support. Okay. So again, market was bullish, was looking for buys, but because I missed the buy setup and I know US 30 likes to pull back, I was able to jump in and take a sell. So I was prepared for the buys and I was prepared for the sells. And what puts all that together? The fact that I really know US 30 and I'm able to kind of predict what I think is going to happen based on the way the pair moves. All right, and vice versa. If it was a sell, same thing. Okay, and for tonight's setup that I took during agent session here, this was just a simple sell off here. It's still continuing to sell, which is really nice. I think throughout tonight it's going to continue to drop. This was just a small position that I decided to take just to test out my analysis here. It wasn't anything substantial. It was a small $500 win, but either way, it was still a nice little win. You know, for I think it was like, I don't know, like 10 points or something like that. Okay, so the market is bouncing off the same high that it bounced off, that it made this morning during New York session. We had this nice drop, and then we had a what? A pullback. US 30 loves to pull back. Look at all of these rejections. Look at all these pullbacks. It pulls back like nobody's business, okay? Pull back and gave a high, and then we had market close, so close at 5, tiny little gap here, and then we just started tumbling down. At some point, this is going to pump back up because I still think the overall trend is bullish. But right now, agent session is slow, volume is not really there. So I just decided to jump in for a quick sell and ride this thing on down. Even though the market is still bullish, it's not, you know, feasible to look for sells right now. But either way, guys, that's the thought process you should have. Okay, so this is just a quick video on how to, you know, what to look for when you're looking or not knowing when to buy, when to sell, and how to really give yourself an edge when you're trading. And guys, like I said, Patience is everything, and knowing the trend. Okay, know the trend and be patient, wait for your confirmation, and really, 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 truly get to know your pair. Understand the pair like the back of your hand, because that's what's going to help you, give you that confidence. You know what I'm saying? You really, really, really got to know what you're doing with a certain pair, because every pair moves differently. Every pair has its own characteristics, has its own temperaments, has its own session that it likes to move in. It has its own stuff. Okay, guys. So yeah, that was a trade for today. Today was a nice little $2,700 day. Well, really $3,300 day with tonight's trade, but tonight really counts as tomorrow, but whatever. Anyway, that's what that is. Also, guys, if you're wondering, this is my broker that I trade with, HANKO. Super good platform that I use. If you are interested in getting a broker account with them, go ahead and use the link in the description box to get it. And I always get this question, guys. Leverage, it really is whatever you want, but the typical one that everybody uses is 500, and get yourself an ECN account if you're in the United States. If you're outside the United States, then you can navigate the other accounts, because those can vary based on where you live at. But for the most part, if you live in the US, ECN account is what you want to get. Okay, great execution, super clean platform. An app is coming out soon. The platform is getting better and better, more user-friendly, more cleaner. And yes, you can still trade on your phone, and it's super clean when you trade it on your phone as well. You can execute, you can close, you can look at chart work, everything right from your phone, you know, so you can't really beat that. So, and obviously fast withdrawals and fast deposits with this broker. So if you guys are interested, please use the link in the description box to get yourself an account. Those of you that are wondering about the challenge cash giveaway that we're doing, the winners are going to be announced this Friday. So if you were able to participate in that, it's going to be fun, because the winners it's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. It was really competitive, and I'm really happy with the people that participated, and I'm really going to be happy for the winners when they're announced. So that's going to be pretty cool. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. Rewatch this video. I'm going to be coming out with more educational stuff. I haven't dropped some educational things in a while, so sorry, guys. Haven't dropped educational stuff in a while, but I will be dropping a little bit more for you guys to absorb and to be able to become profitable traders. Also, guys, my live trade group, I do trade live 3 days a week. So if you're interested in trading with me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every week, use the link in the description box and sign up, because we've been on a bit of a nice little win streak for the last few days. It's been really nice. Go through the breakdowns. I answer questions over there, and you know, make it a nice chill vibe session where we come in, we trade gold in US 30, and we trade 3 days a week. So if you're interested in trading live with me, being that I'm not live on YouTube anymore, you can come on in and join the private live trade group, where you can get me on a one-on-one basis if you need, and to be able to help you guys build up the confidence that you need to be able to trade, understand how I look at the market, so you guys can do the same thing and be profitable traders as well. All right, guys, so that's all I got for this video. I hope this answers a lot. I hope this helps you guys out. And if you guys need anything, you know how to reach me, CharleneFX on Instagram. And other than that, that's all I got for y'all. So y'all be good, and I will catch y'all on the next trade. As always, your favorite female trader, CharleneFX. Peace and love. I'm out.